So what I'm going to be doing in this sort of series and challenge is basically starting from zero. And what I mean when I mean zero, I mean like absolutely zero, like nothing. Like we can't start with anything that we have and sell that. Everything that we sell or obtain is going to be from someone that we don't know and that we have no connection with. So everything is going to be 100% organic because I want it to be, I want it to be a challenge. I don't want it to be easy. And so the whole goal of this is to start from zero and eventually end up with enough money to buy one Bitcoin. So it's going to be something new to the channel and something to look forward. So let's go ahead and get right into this challenge. So there's been plenty of different variation and attempts to this type of challenge, but I've never seen anyone start from nothing and go all the way to a one Bitcoin. And I'm going to use some of the strategies that I've seen in the other videos. And the way I'm going to start off this is by going on the Craigslist list and looking for the free items. Because like I said, we can't start off with anything that we already have. So the first thing that we have that we're going to get is going to be something that is free. And, hopefully we get something that we can sell right away. So what I ended up doing is going on Craigslist and looking at the free items and look at what they were selling. So I kept on scrolling and couldn't really find anything that was worthwhile until I came across two strollers. So I ended up contacting the sellers, or I guess I shouldn't even say the sellers, but the people who were giving them away and trying to schedule a date to do a pickup. Fortunately for me, it went well. I got in contact with them with email and we scheduled the day and time to go pick them up. Okay, so we just arrived at the first location and look what I see outside. So we just arrived at the second location and I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can get this second stroller. We already got the first one in the back of the car, so hopefully this one just fits in the back seat and not the trunk because the trunk is filled with the double stroller one. So hopefully we get this done and we can go ahead and wrap this up and go ahead and clean them so we can go ahead and sell them. Okay, so we just went and got it. This one actually looks in a lot better condition than the one we picked up earlier. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the wheel is popping up right there. Luckily, we were able to fit it into the car in the back seat. It is a little bit dirty, but nonetheless, it looks intact. It looks working, and the wheels actually feel a lot better than the one we picked up earlier. Like, they're not as deflated. So I really have high hopes for this one, and I actually think that we might be able to get a little bit more money for this one than the other one, despite it being a little bit smaller. But now we're gonna go ahead back home, give them a quick clean, and try to list them and get them sold as fast as possible so we can go ahead and move on with the challenge. So I'll see you guys when I get back home. So now that it was clean, it was time to go ahead and set it up for sale. So I went ahead and listed it on a couple different places, including Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, and even eBay, because I wanted to get rid of it as fast as possible. We listed it at 35 because I thought that was a reasonable price for something that was used, and I was hoping to get it sold as fast as possible. Lucky for me, we ended up getting a potential buyer that very same day. However, they wanted to bargain and they wanted me to sell it for them at $30 instead of 35. And I really wasn't trying to lose a potential customer, so I said, okay, fine, you can have it at 30 if you can come pick it up today for a little while. And they ended up saying, okay, we'll come get it. And then it was just a waiting game to see if they actually showed up. So I was beginning to lose hope because I thought they weren't going to show up because they told me they would be here at a certain time and it was almost like 30 minutes past that time. But eventually they ended up showing up. I ended up not recording the actual confrontation because I didn't have anyone with me and I just thought it'd be a little bit weird for them. Obviously not for me because I know what I'm doing, but for them it would have definitely been weird. But we ended up getting the $30 and now we have $30 on our budget to go ahead and buy something or sell something else from that we find on Craigslist. So I went onto Facebook Marketplace, and after hours and hours of trying to negotiate on all sorts of different deals, we finally got someone to come down to a price where I was comfortable paying. And what I ended up trying to buy was a set of this game called Spikeball, which is super fun. I've played it, and anyone who knows about the game knows that it's really, really fun to play. And so they were asking for $40, but I managed to get it down for 20. So then I'm gonna go ahead and meet up with the person.
Okay, so I just met with the seller, and unfortunately, I did not press record. I was trying to at least record the conversation. I wasn't going to record the actual thing because it was just me, and that would have been super awkward just walking up to someone with a camera. But unfortunately, I guess I just didn't press record, and so now the conversation is not going to be heard. But I have good news and bad news. So the good news is we were able to get the tent. As you guys can see, the little yellow thing right here. It's all the way in the back right there. And we actually got it for free. But the bad news is the ball that comes with it is actually ripped. And from my understanding, the seller was trying to inflate it a little bit and put on a demonstration of how it works. Even though I guess I already knew how it works. I guess I should have been a little bit more specific into that. And I guess when she put in the air, she must have put in a little bit too much and made the ball pop. And so now the ball does not work. However, I was looking on eBay, and the net still goes for around $10 to $15. So we can go ahead and sell that for $10 to $15. It would be a $10 to $15 gain because we got it for free. You know, she was nice enough to give us the little net right there for free. She said she wasn't going to charge us for the drive, and I really appreciated that from her. So now we're going to go ahead and try to list the net and see if we can sell it.
So because we still had the $30 and we didn't end up buying any items, I went ahead and went back to Marketplace and see if I can find something. After some constant searching, I came across this mini fridge that was going for $35. It looked good in the pictures, it just needed a good clean, so I went ahead and made an offer for $30. The guy said that was alright, and he said I can come pick it up that night.
All right, so we just brought out an extension right now and plugged it in, and it looks like it's working. I don't know if you guys can hear that little noise, but that's like the machine starting to get colder, and so we're looking good. You know, we didn't get scammed or anything. It does look like it's working. You know, it definitely does need a clean. You can see this right here is definitely dirty. I have the rest of the shelves in the car, and the only other thing that I need to take care of is all these stickers right here, which are going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass to have to take out just because I'm going to have to scrape them off. But other than that, not really too much damage to it.
So I went ahead and listed the spike ball for $15. As you guys can see, there's a picture right here, and hopefully that sells within the next couple days. If not, I will go ahead and try to lower the price and hopefully get it to sell as fast as possible. And for tomorrow, I'm going to have to clean the fridge, scrape it. I might have to do a couple of cleans just to make sure that all the little stickers get off and it looks good as new. And maybe I might have to give it a paint, but if it's looks good after it's clean, I won't give it a paint. But that's pretty much it for the first part of the series. I think we got pretty far from basically starting from nothing. Right now we have the $30, I guess, that we invested from the initial stroller. We also have the second stroller, which I still need to wash and clean and list. I have the fridge, and I also have the spike ball net. So overall, things are looking good for the next episode, and I think that hopefully next episode, once we sell everything, we should be closer to $100. So starting from $0 to $100, pretty good move, and should give us a good amount of cash flow to basically end up buying things that are a lot more expensive, which should give us a bigger return because we can sell hopefully for more money. But that's pretty much it for this episode. I will see you guys in the next one.